his main reason for everything right now is to be able to continue to fight that you all were able to do. So what do you see with this current group of Jayhawks that compares to how you guys were?
Oh, first of all, they're extremely spoiled. They got everything. But it's great to see all of, how far the program has come and all of the amenities and things that they get, because I remember Marian fighting hard for us. And so, when you come here and you see the culmination of all of the hard work she put in and just to see where it is, it definitely wasn't in vain. So I always come in and I'm thankful that the program is where it is, that the athletic directors that are here now that really invest and believe in, what women's basketball can be. And they've not only said that, but they've put the work and the effort into building it. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where it's going to go.
I spoke with Adrienne Newell at the beginning of this year, and she spoke on how important this Kansas program, the foundation that you guys were able to lead,
right,
and how that then transcended into the WNBA.
Right.
For you looking at the WNBA right now, of course, you were a former LA Spark.
Right.
What do you think about the current status of the WNBA?
I love where it's going. Again, it's progress. I was a part of the first ever draft in 1997. And I remember, people not having a belief in thinking that the WNBA would last as long as it did, back in '97. But I see now they're getting, owners who really, really have a vested interest in what women's sports is. They believe in it. They're putting the big bucks behind it, and you see, what's happening when you do that. That there is really, really value. It's a lot of value in women's sports, and it's fun to watch. It really is.
And of course, tonight's game is big. Not only is it KU versus K-State,
yes,
but as a basketball player,
absolutely,
being able to watch Holly Kerskeeter on one side and Tiana Jackson,
yeah,
and on the other side you got Ayoka Lee.
Yes.
Watching from the sidelines, what are you looking forward to just this game alone?
Well, first of all, I wish Coach Snyder had a uniform in the locker room for me. I mean, I could give him a good 2 to 3 minutes. But it's going to be fun to watch. I was the young lady from Kansas State, who put up the 61 points a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know who she was until that moment. So I'm excited to watch her play, but more importantly, I'm excited to watch our Jayhawks play and see how they perform against her. It's always great to beat K-State for us. So I'm a fan first, but I definitely want to see us take care of business tonight.
When you were in the WNBA, did you talk up KU a lot?
I did. A lot of who I was because of this place. And because of Coach Washington and what she invested in me. So I've always tried to do my best, wherever I went, to spread that word and to show love to Lawrence, Kansas, and the university. Because I really feel like this was really my foundation to where I went after this and what I became.
What about winning the championships? Did you win two?
I won two, yes.
Were they the biggest professional moments of your life?
Yes, they were. They definitely were. I had some huge overseas accomplishments too. We were able to win a European championship overseas too, but it just didn't compare to being able to do that in front of friends and family and in the United States. So yeah, definitely two of my biggest moments, for sure.
Tamecka, what about the fact that nobody's repeated since you guys did, and now it's been 20 years? What does that say about that Sparks team you played for?
It says how difficult it is to do that. Really, when I look back, we really had a huge chance in trying to get a third one. So we were right on the cusp of going for a three-peat, which would have been amazing. But to get two in a row and coming back your second year, the target is on your back, and every player and every team that you go up against is you're gonna get their best shot every night. But it made us a better team. We were we really felt like with that team that no one was gonna compete harder than we were gonna compete against ourselves. So if you were in some of our practices, we were almost going toe-to-toe boxing with each other because everybody was so competitive. But I think it really made us that much stronger, and we really knew no one could compete with us at that level. So, yeah, just amazing times for sure.
This, we're coming up on the 50-year anniversary of Title IX, and
Yes.
you know the story of Marian. Literally, her first office was a broom closet.
Yes.
Here, I'm sure she told you guys that story many times.
Yeah, it's funny, we didn't know a lot of that stuff until after, but yeah, I've heard the stories.
What you talked about how much you sort of carried her legacy. I think there's gonna be a lot of focus on those pioneers of the 70s. Do you feel like she's gotten her due in terms of everything she did at this university and in women's sports?
I think she's just starting to get her due at this university. I think they're really doing a yeoman's job now of reaching back and trying to give her flowers. But there's always room for improvement. I think when you speak of the greats and the pioneers of this game, I think it's blasphemous that she's not mentioned. I think that she should definitely be one. When you mention the Vivian Stringers and the Pat Summits and the Stanford coach and whoever else you name, she better be in that conversation. Better be in that conversation because she deserves it.
All right, thanks, Tamecka.
Thank you.
Thank you.